Well, hey, it's Michelle. How are you today? I'm doing pretty good. Today is, I think it's Saturday, October yesterday was Friday the 13th, so it's 14th. We are having a new moon solar eclipse in the sign of Libra. And so look, I'm doing a video. Isn't that crazy? But I wrote in my calendar today because I put everything in the calendar astrologically of what's going to happen. And I put little notes to myself. And today, my note to myself is be Osho. Be Osho. So if you look up Osho, or if you don't know who Osho is, he's this human guru. His energy is palpable, lovable. I'm not making fun, but for me, spiritually, he feels like I could put him in my pocket and carry him with me all day long. Anyway, look up Osho. He's got a video on YouTube. I tell everyone this. He's got a video on YouTube about the word fuck that just blew my mind, made me so happy, and gave me a new tool that I use every morning when I get up. Anyway, since we're having a new moon solar eclipse in the sign of Libra, whatever those words mean to you and what you have learned about all that stuff, and the preempt to be like Osho today, I thought I'd get out my Osho Zen Tarot deck and pull some cards. What? She's going to pull some cards? Yeah, let's pull some cards. Oh, hey, sorry, someone fell out. All right, so here's our first message today. It's our first message today. She fell out. Flowering. Look at how beautiful. The Osho Zen Tarot, Osho does his own thing. He does follow the traditional tarot that we learn when we do Rider-Waite. But this is his own take, his own Zen of the tarot. This one would be the Queen of Earth, Pentacles, the Queen of Earth. It doesn't really matter what she would signify. I just like this message here. This is strength, love, magic, opening, awareness, balancing a shadow with a light, an authentic expression of an inner feeling, a complete surrender to what this person is, how they feel. And I don't feel anything off of their aura except for love and support. Pink in the auric realm, when I see pink in someone's aura, or if some human has a pink aura, I always know they come from the angelic realm, the support realm. And she is not only sitting on pink, but she's kind of glowing that all around her. So your message and your first big confirmation for your day is this flowering. Your human, however beautiful it is, has experienced a flowering. It's gone through a lot. They thought the plant was dead and they left it on a shelf. And all of a sudden, this thing is here. That feeling that you've been so patiently waiting for. Allow yourself to feel it today. Just invoke it. You know, they don't want to be tortured. This is not an energy of overthinking, over analyzing, over analyzing. She doesn't seem to be doing that. She's letting an auric field of love, support, and a balance. And it's Libra, balance. So that's your first message of the day from Sir Osho. Let's do another one. I hope you all resonated with that. Let's pull another card. I like this right here. Ooh, past lives. Dun, dun, dun. Oh my God, you guys, I do a past life reading at Earth Odyssey, you guys all know where I work at Earth Odyssey. I do a past life reading that lately they have been so amazing. I do them with cards. With cards? Yeah, with cards. Can you even believe that, Michelle? I do it with cards. But I can technically do a past life story without a card. But what's crazy is my human, if I do that unhinged, I'll talk for 2 hours about that past life. When I do it with cards, it like narrows everything down in the 15-22 minute time frame that I sometimes have to do a reading for someone else about a past life. But the past life readings lately have been so amazing. Then the humans have been invited to open their imagination, to actually get involved with the past life story. And they've been so, talk about flowering, they've been so open, and the people are really acknowledging, and I'm talking about humans in general, are acknowledging that this isn't a one and done, that we're not just born because mom and dad got to do it. They are all starting to realize we are an energy field that's embodying some kind of human meat suit, and we have some kind of purpose here. And there's some times a happening for us to be doing some things in these past lives are all part of your soul book. Your soul book sits at the base of your spine, the very top of your butt crack. Right there is where your soul slapped its soul book when you were born and came out of mother. You know how they talk about doctors hanging us upside down and slapping us on the butt? That's how I see your soul integrating itself into your human's body as you come out of mother. Boom. Right as soon as you're out, it slaps that soul book. And what does that soul book have in it, Michelle? I'm so glad you asked. It has your catalog of experiences. The other times that your soul was human on planet Earth, or a squirrel on planet Z, or, some weird kind of funky tree in another dimension, or if you just want to focus on Earth, which is the easiest story to access as far as past life, trying to go into other dimensions right now, that'll really zap you of your energy. That's just a side note. But human story, Earth story, past life stuff, so accessible right now. And not just because it's Halloween, but because, again, the humans are curious. The humans are interested. They're all asking, what the fuck is this all about? Why am I here? And all these, my friend, is the catalog of stories that not only what your soul has got to experience on this planet, but you have access to what we've all done, because it's one big collective consciousness. Can you even imagine that? That's why we all hurt right now, because we're all hurting right now. And these past lives and these other stories and the past of the human history, I'm not going to let any of that story boggle me down. Why? Because if I jump into the anxiety, the fear, the stress, then that part of that story doesn't win, but it gets more focus and more time. And we're in Libra, and I'm the scale in my reality, and I get to decide where I am going, what I'm feeling, what I think is right. And I feel that whatever happened in our past with each other, that fight, I'm done. I don't want to box anybody anymore. I give up. I threw my hands up. I'm done. I will not hurt anybody, destroy anyone vibrationally, emotionally, verbally. I watch, like Drag Race, and I love queens. I love them. I've been surrounded by them my whole life, and I love the gay community, and I understand their story. I've been surrounded by it. I married someone who was gay and had to hide it and came out. But that whole gossipy queen version, that look at that, and look at, and that picking apart and that analyzing and that shade, it's funny, and it was funny, but it's hurtful, and it keeps up a fight that I don't want to fight anymore. There's a war going on that, even though consciously I've been a part of, because my soul has probably been there as a human in that fight where they're at, But the whole thing is, even looking and tapping into that, I don't want to fight anymore. It's just not worth it. There is no argument between me and you that is worth hurting anybody. And that's where I am in my story and these past lives, this past story. There's got to be a moment where you acknowledge in your soul, yeah, I've been a ruckus. I've allowed ruckus to happen to me. There's been fighting, grudges, misunderstandings, miscommunication, stubbornness. I'm just going to call it stubbornness. And religion. My dad was right. Religion. It's not God. Religion. And can we just stop this battle? Because you see how they're trapped in this time and space continuum? The only way to escape that is to stop fighting. Do you think anything outside of this wants you out there with your stubbornness, your aggression, you're willing to shoot, kill, maim, or gossip about somebody, something, put something down? Are you the judge? All of that container is real. And the humans have been given opportunity after opportunity to hear a message inside themselves, not even from me or the astrologers or the other tarot readers or the healers that are so abundant on the planet right now. It's been growing through you like a plant, and you've heard a message, and that container that I just opened up to you guys is a real thing that hopefully you've addressed in yourself, and you've asked all those questions, and you've done that journey, and you too have allowed yourself to vote on either serenity or a continuation of the fight. And if you voted serenity, then you cannot control anybody else that's around you. That's a part of surrender, is allowing a force that loves you to allow you to just be loved without worrying about the distraction, because everyone else has that same power to connect to that love. And we're all connected in this time and space continuum. And it is the only way to break out of it. The outside of this does not want your ruckus and your inability to self-care, self-love, self-soothe. Are we all good at it yet? No, are you kidding? Wait till we start teaching this in school. Yeah, right, no school. But wait till we allow all the youngsters to actually just inhabit this. They actually already know. It's us older people that are making this difficult. So put down your sword, old people. Put down your fight. You're not correct anymore. You were for like that amount of time. You were correct. Those feelings were valid, but it's time to stop shitting where you eat. Continuing a fight. If you want peace, vote on it with your whole heart, with your whole soul, with every moment of your breath. And one more. It's going a little longer than I thought, but hey, ride with it. A nice deep breath. And we're going to take one more message on this day of the new moon solar eclipse in the sign of Libra from Master Osho. Master Osho, hold on, that card. Oh, well, hold on. So 2 cards fell out. We got the tower, which he calls Thunderbolt. And then this behind it. It's kind of interesting. This is called Thunderbolt, and this is called Friendliness. Okay, so that rant that I just went on for I don't know how many minutes that was, I feel like that's this. That's this. But I'm going to bring it to this message. Your third storyline for today, okay, from Osho. Cutest little human that you could put in your pocket spiritually and just let him tell you, relax, it's Earth, It's Earth. Relax. Be chill. This thunderbolt, you can see in the background, there's like an image of a human in the crisscross applesauce kind of meditation state. And then in the other version, another perspective, there's a tower made of brick and cement and earth things, and it seems to be falling. And then there's like these humans coming out. And then in another perspective, there seems to be a transformation, these wings happening. Um, Osho's death card, the number 13 in the traditional tarot, Osho's death card comes out as transformation. And there is, again, an image of a human, an outline, and they're in that crisscross applesauce meditative state. And then in the background, there's a bunch of crazy shit going on. There's like a shield and like some wings, and then there's fire. And it's all in these different forms of this transformation. So this is kind of indicated on the tower card, the traditional tower card, which usually does show a tower, a thunderbolt like Thor on acid, just like kaboom. And then humans just like, I can't take it. I can't take it. They're all in different forms. I'm not making fun of any of those things. I know we are triggered because we saw towers hit. We saw humans fall. We have a trauma bond. All of us have a trauma bond that we didn't really talk about. We're so funny about grief here on this planet, but I digress. This thunderbolt happened to a lot of humans in 2020 when Pluto and Saturn met in the sign of Capricorn in January of 2020, right before we went into quarantine. Mom sent us to our rooms. We were creating a ruckus, and it was time that we all got sent to our rooms to do a journey. And then a lot of y'all have been experiencing this. I lost my job, I lost my house, I lost my relationship. Things all started to fall apart. And now that we're here, like 3.5, almost 4 years later, aren't you like, man, I'm kind of glad some of those things aren't even here. Woo, they didn't really match me anyway. That's why Thor takes a little aha, and he throws something at you. The planet Uranus, Pluto, it's all change, transformation, death, rebirth. Gets rid of all those things that, they weren't real. They weren't a part of the next story. They weren't allowing the humans to evolve spiritually like we're supposed to. This energy of love, the consciousness, the Christ is supposed to return through us. And so how are we holding on this old suit of, I swear it's in a person. He's going to come through the sky and it's a man and he's white and all these things, and I have $1 billion and I believe in him and that's the way it's going to happen. No, it's actually coming through you. So your outside shell went kaboom. Relax. Relax. It was all for the best. Don't you feel better? I know in 2020 it looked really scary. It felt really chaotic. I was there with you. I lost everything too. But looking at it now, man, I'm so glad those things are out of my life. I was done, and my human is such a hoarder of, I'm right and I'm stubborn. And now I just let that stuff go. It was all part of the growth. I'm so glad to be here. I'm so grateful for that lockdown, for losing everything, for that tower, that thunderbolt. So you find a gratitude eventually, but you got to work through all those stories first because it's Earth. You have to learn these things first. It's just the way it is. And so skip through these lessons. And then I said, like I said, a second card popped out. From that thunderbolt, we got this friendliness. This is the Two of Cups. And the Two of Cups, it usually shows a masculine and a feminine body, and they're rejoicing in something. For me, whenever we talk about feminine or masculine, I'm talking about the vibration of it, not like the titties and the testicles or the penis and the puss. I don't think about those things when I say masculine, feminine. Those things for me are frequencies. Wah, 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 wah. Masculine, feminine. Feminine is very aggressive. I want to go do this. Let's go try that. Those people are hurting. Let's go give them a hug. Masculine is very, all right, let's go hug them. Okay, let's take a break. You're right. Get some coffee. You know, it's the yin and yang. And those two energies for me are masculine, feminine, not titties or a penis. That's just the physical shell. Everyone relax. Everyone relax. It just is. If it's in your reality, it just is. The more you fight this thing, the more you're going to feel this thing. The more you think that you're separate from everybody and you can change the world and you're going to fix everything by your frustration and anger and sadness and depression, all those things are real. It's real. It really happens. It's part of the story. This is a vibration that eventually, hopefully, like I said, currently, you can see in your whole life journey, your past 20-year chapter. You can probably read that whole story. Yep, it was chaotic. I was holding on. You might have been judgy. You might have been cocky. But the whole truth is, as you walk around to your truth today, to our truth today, you and I are the same thing. If you have all this squishy stuff, if you get hurt when someone hurts you, if you take a breath, if you have a vibration, then we're all the same thing. We're a consciousness. And in that acceptance, that allowance, notice they're not using edgy words like tolerance. We're just going right to acceptance, unity. That's the age of Aquarius. It will come back as you state it. So take this opportunity of extreme change. Extreme. It's a ride. But one you're fully equipped for. One that you have probably been through multiple times in other forms. And one that you have gotten your place right now too. From your past experiences, you are fully equipped with whatever you need. So tell your human that. Tell your human that. Allow your human to just swim in that love. Don't even tell your human anything. Allow yourself to breathe that in. And in that way, when you and I are done here, we can go back to our movies with an energy of Zen, Osho. It is as it is. And through the bumps and the people and the distraction and the interruption and the own inner chaos, remember your vote. Remember what you truly asked God for years and years ago in 2012 when this all began, and allow that to be your reality. It's already here. It's already around you. I love you guys so much. I hope you have an amazing day. Really enjoy all of it, all of it, all of it, all of it. I really do. I wish this for all of you. You all deserve not perfection. We're on planet Earth. Maybe one day we will get perfection when we all can agree that it exists. But for right now, I'm happy with this. I'm happy with this. Baby steps, one step at a time, one moment at a time. You already have the tools on you. You're already ready already, and I love you. You guys have a great day. Happy new moon.